so happy you're here. Happy day before Thanksgiving. It is absolutely beautiful here today. We've had some really cold weather and cold frost in the morning, but today it is just glorious. I was able to go out to the garden and harvest some greens. We even had some greens out there that I didn't even know were growing. The minuza, so pretty. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but so fun to be able to go and harvest beautiful greens. So I thought we would make a fun, delicious salad. There's gonna be lots of heavy food tomorrow and in the following days. So I thought a salad would be fun, especially if you want something healthy to go to on the Thanksgiving table. You know that this salad is gonna be super delicious and super healthy. Everyone will love it and no one will even know that it's really, really good for you. I'm going to be using apple cider vinegar in this recipe. This has so many medicinal properties, antibacterial, antiviral. Your family will never know how good this salad is for them. But I use this ingredient a lot in my medicinals. I actually have a free guide, which you may have heard me talk about. It's how to cure a cold in 24 hours. And this is one of my go-to remedies. This has been such a fun week. I got to do an in-person medicinal workshop course where I taught how to make 3 of my go-to medicinal remedies that are super easy to make for beginners. And I'm super excited to announce that I'll be doing a virtual version of the workshop course that I did. So I'm going to be launching that on Black Friday. If you're interested, the information will be below. I'd love to have you there. If you ever wanted to learn how to make your own medicinals, if it's ever been intimidating or you felt like this isn't gonna work, this is the perfect class for you because these recipes are so easy and you can order the ingredients online. We have wild elderberries growing where we are, but in this course I use dried elderberries, which makes it super easy and accessible for anybody to start making their own medicine because these remedies truly do work. My husband and I have seen them time and time again. My family and my sister-in-law uses them on my niece and nephew. There's just so many beneficial properties that I don't think we fully utilize in our everyday lives. And they're powerful remedies for prevention and when you start to feel sick. So you're gonna be around a lot of people. Apple cider vinegar is gonna be your friend. So let's get to making this delicious, beautiful salad. I actually have the recipe on my blog. I'm just doing an updated, fun version that's a little more fall-y for Thanksgiving. And the salad would also be perfect for leftovers. So when you're tired of the heavy food, you can go to this salad. It's delicious. You could put turkey on top of it, so it's perfect for leftovers. I'm just starting with the greens here. I just have some kale from the garden and some arugula from the garden and then the minuza. And the kale I put in first and then I massaged it. So kale can be a little tough, especially right now. The greens are pretty tough from enduring frost. I just massaged them with some olive oil with my hands for about a minute, with my clean hands, for about a minute, and then I added the other greens to it. We're also gonna be adding some quinoa. So I pre-cooked this quinoa. It's so easy to make, and I actually soaked it first. So you can buy sprouted quinoa, which sometimes I do from Thrive Market, but this I just had in bulk from Azure Standard, so I just soak it. So what that does is it helps get some of the anti-nutrients off of there so you can absorb all the beautiful minerals. This is actually a complete protein. It has 8 grams of protein. I believe that's per serving of quinoa. It has amino acids, it has so many essential vitamins and minerals for your body. It's really good for you. Not everybody is a fan, but I think if you mix it in salads like this, it's totally fine. And you can even boost up the nutrient properties by cooking this in bone broth. I didn't do that this time, but that is a great way to get some extra nutrients in there. Just gonna go ahead and put it on the salad here. Super simple. And then I pre-roasted some butternut squash. It just has olive oil, salt and pepper, and then fresh sage and thyme from the garden. And then I just roast it in the oven until it gets nice and beautiful and roasted. My hands are clean. I'm just gonna use my hands here. And I love roasting a big butternut squash. I actually just keep it in the pantry here. So you can see. I just buy these from Azure Standard, and then I just take some apple cider vinegar and clean them off so it gets all the bacteria and things that could help make it go bad faster. And then I just store them in my pantry and they will last a couple of months. It's a great way if you don't have cold storage to have some extra food in the house. So I love doing that. And I love roasting a whole squash, and then you have leftovers so we can make something fun with this as well. And then next we're gonna do some roasted walnuts. You can do pecans here. This is so easy to do. This is such a fun thing to do during the holidays. All I do is I drizzle some maple syrup on the nuts. I sprinkle it with salt and pepper, and then I add some cinnamon and nutmeg and cardamom, and then I just roast it in the oven till the maple syrup gets nice and caramelized and the nuts get nice and brown, and then you have beautiful roasted nuts. You can put these on top of pumpkin pie, you can put them on salads. There's lots of fun things that you can do. They're seriously like candy. They're so good. So I'm gonna set that aside, and then we still have all the apples from when Jeff and I went to the orchard. They're starting to go bad, so we definitely need to use them, and in the garage where it's a little bit colder. Then we're gonna top it with some crispy prosciutto. I just roasted this in the oven at 400 degrees for about 8 minutes until it was nice and brown and crispy. You could definitely leave this off, or you could top it with turkey. There's so many things that you can do. This is actually a local prosciutto that I get. Makes it really pretty. And the final topping, besides the dressing, we're still gonna make the dressing. I just fry some sage in a pan with some olive oil for a couple minutes, and then I put it on a paper towel and let it dry, and it gets crispy, and it's so good. And then I sprinkle it with a little sea salt, and that's it. Oh my goodness, look at that beautiful salad. Now we're gonna make a quick dressing. So easy, and you can eyeball it. It doesn't have to be exact. I'm just gonna chop some garlic here. Not the apple seeds. I hope you have some really fun plans tomorrow. You get to spend time with friends and family and those you love. We're going to my parents' house. So nice to be able to connect over delicious food. Okay, so I'm gonna put the garlic in there. Now, we had some fennel fronds in the garden still. I wasn't sure if they made it still, but they did. And I thought, why not add these in here? These are totally optional. You don't have to do that. You could also add dried fennel seeds to this. Fennel is so good. It's good for bloating. It's good for digestion. It actually helps prevent against the C word. There's been studies. So there's so many good things that fennel can do. It has a lot of antioxidants in there with your hair and your skin. It's kind of a lot, so I won't add that much. But that's the thing about recipes like this and just cooking in general. It doesn't have to be an exact recipe. Use what you have, use what you're growing. That is the absolute best way to get the most possible nutrients into your diet, especially when it's fresh and you can grow it on your own. Okay, we're just gonna add some of those. I'm also gonna add some fresh thyme from the garden. Okay, that's it for the herbs, and then we are going to add a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. I would probably do a couple tablespoons, but my husband is, as you know if you watched the last video, not a fan of vinegar, so I can hide this a little bit. And then some olive oil. We want about 1/3 of a cup. You can just eyeball it here. It doesn't have to be exact. Usually buy just whatever organic olive oil is on sale because it is so expensive. I got this one on sale at Thrive Market. I usually buy them at Thrive. Azure olive oil is a little more expensive. I also just use Safeway organic olive oil because it seems to be reasonably priced, so find what deals you can. And then we're gonna add some pepper. I'm just gonna season this as well. And some salt. And season these guys as well. And then, last but not least, we're gonna add a tablespoon of maple syrup. In my original recipe, I have honey, so you can definitely use either, but I thought since the nuts are roasted with maple syrup and it's Thanksgiving, it would be the perfect addition to this dressing. And then all we have to do is give it a shake here. I love doing dressings in mason jars. Makes it so easy to emulsify the oil and the vinegar. Isn't that yum? We'll just pour this over. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. I'm gonna go get a fork and try it. Okay, let's dive in. A little bit of everything. That salad is so good. It's so hearty. It would be the perfect addition to any Thanksgiving table or after Thanksgiving healthy leftovers. I pray that you enjoyed this recipe. I hope you have an amazing Thanksgiving celebrating with friends and family. That's all for this video. Please stay tuned for the course launch on Friday. I'm super excited. If you sign up early, there are some fun incentives, like I'll be sending some elderberries to you for the course if you sign up early, so you can make your medicinals right along with me. It's such a blessing to be able to share all these recipes with you. In the meantime, I'd love it if you put a comment down below, liked, and subscribed to this channel. Jeff and I really appreciate your support. Bye for now.